Hello, my name is Alexander Torres, and this is my presentation for assignment 2 for History of the Americas. Most of this information came from the readings for this assignment and from the Coyotlicu monolith video from the Smithsonian stories and the Chaluk Vessel Khan Academy video. To start off, I'll be talking about Chaluk because for two of the art assignments I had chose him. Some things I learned through doing the art assignments on Tlaloc were that he was a very important deity to Mesoamerican culture because of his attributes being with rain, fertility, and even agriculture, because those things were important to Mesoamerican life. Down here, we have two pictures of vessels that were found in the El Templo Mayor. These are offerings to Tlaloc, but other offerings include seashells, coral, and skeletons of other aquatic animals, things that are associated with the water because he had domain over those things. And you can see in his design, he's a rich turquoise color because of the water being so important to his character. First art assignment I did was the Tlaloc color by number. And I basically had to fill out the rest of the Tlaloc vessel. And some of the elements that were found in this assignment were the nose and circles around their eyes are snakes. They're like goggles. The serpent teeth and the headdress that he wears is decorated with symbols of hills and mountains, along with the cord and square earmuffs. And his colors are orange, red, blue turquoise, off-white, and black. But the blue turquoise is often associated with him because of his association with water. And something special about Tlaloc is that we've always been able to tell him apart because of his goggle eyes are so prominent in his design. The second art assignment was the Tlaloc colored paper toy. And we see some of the same elements that were found in the vessel. The serpent fangs, the goggle eyes, and snake nose. But this one has a lot more feathering in its headdress, and we can actually see green beads on its wrists. And you can see his clothes as American clothes, and we see the same colors as well. That very rich blue turquoise, yellow, white, reds, greens, and blacks. Next we're going to talk about Coyolxu. Sorry if I mispronounce it. It's kind of hard to say. Some things that I learned about Coyolxu is that her name means bells her cheek, and that she is the moon goddess. Her mother is Coyotlicu, and her brother is Huitzilopochtli, the god of war. And she was dismembered by her brother because she wanted to kill her mother, Coyotlicu, and she had gathered her 400 other brothers to storm Snake Mountain to kill her mother, but Huitzilopochtli had defeated her, dismembering her. And her body had fallen into the base of Snake Mountain. My last art assignment, I did the Coyotlicu color by number, where I had to color in the monolith that portrays her defeat from falling from Snake Mountain. And some of the elements that we see are the skulls and serpent that surround her body, her joints, her feather ornaments and ear spools, music bells and rattles, and the blood splatter from her dismembered limbs. Their colors are orchard red, blue, black, and white, and this is how the monolith originally looked like. It was colored. And we can tell that her body is dismembered because of the blood and bone that shows through. Both of the vessel and the monolith were found at the Templo Mayor, so we have to talk about it. So there's two sides of the Templo Mayor. There's the Tlaloc Temple and the Huitzilopochtli Temple, where the offerings were found for Tlaloc on the Tlaloc Temple, and in the Huitzilopochtli Temple at the bottom, you can see I marked it where the monolith was found. But the monolith is very important because there was a festival called Pinquetzli, meaning the rising of the banners, where they would reenact the events that had happened on Snake Mountain, and they would have a war captor stand where it says sacrifice stone, behead them, and throw their bodies down the stairs, and they would land somewhere around the monolith to represent Coatlicue death or defeat. But because she is the moon goddess and her brother is Huitzilopochtli, who is the war god, but he has some associations with the sun, so it's kind of like the sun triumphing over the moon. So it kind of makes sense in that way. That's all. Thank you for sitting through my presentation, and have a nice day.